So the purpose of this video is to show how to sketch the first and second derivative given a graph of a function. So in this function, you can kind of see they've highlighted 2 points, and this is the function f of x. We only have two options over here on our toolbar, and this is a cubic that's being shifted over, so it makes sense that the derivative is quadratic, or to the second degree a parabola, and then the second derivative is a line. So if we look at what's going on here, for the first derivative, this is our only option. And we've got to shift this where it makes sense. And on the function, we have a positive slope here, a negative slope from -1 to 3, and a positive slope from 3 to infinity. So I need to make sure that the function shows that. Also, I need to make sure the derivative is 0 at x equals -1 and at x equals 3. So I can kind of move this in here up and down for it to make sense. I need to make sure that it's positive, or it's above the x-axis from -infinity to -1. So I have to move it so that the -1 and the 3 is 0. It's kind of tricky to line that up. So if you come up here on your toolbar, you can zoom in, and zooming in you can get a little bit closer to what's going on there. So if I move that, I see that it's going through that point and that point. So if I zoom back out, and you can also kind of see this is concave up here and it's concave down here, and it switches at x equals 1. So you can also line that point up, that x equals 1 point. And then the second derivative is going to be the slope from or the concavity of the first derivative, but you could also look at the slope of the second derivative. So I have to be 0. The slope of the first derivative is 0 at this point. So if my only option here, so I can move this at x equals 1, the slope has to be 0. So again, sometimes lining that up can be kind of tricky, but if I zoom in here, I should be able to line that point up at 1, 0. And then looking at the first derivative, I'm concave down until I get to x equals 1, and I'm concave up for the rest of it. And then if you submit your answer here, it's going to just take a minute to load, and then it's going to show you that. So any kind of problem that would be on an exam like this, it's going to just kind of be estimate it and sketch it, where the Wiley is looking for you to get the dots lined up perfectly. So sometimes that can be a little tricky. If you have any questions, please let me know.